So a policeman and a fireman die and go to heaven. When they get to heaven, they get issued a set of wings with one caveat. If they have any bad thought at all, even remotely, their wings will fall off. So everything kind of rocks along, not too bad, right? Going okay. One day the two are walking past a very attractive young lady. As they pass the young lady, the cop kind of turns and, checks her out and gives her a little once over there. And poof, his wings fall off. So he turns around, bends over to pick the wings up, and that's when the fireman's wings fall off. Hey guys, Chuck with 50 Tactical. This video is not about firemen and their tendencies. It's actually about this, the CZ P-O7. The P-O7 is, predates the P-O9 that I posted a photo of. If I'm not mistaken, I think this came out first anyway, that I posted a photo of here a week or so ago. Picked that gun up from Action Arms, went and shot it, loved it, really liked it a lot. From the posting that I made, you guys started hitting me with a bunch of messages and comments about my thoughts on the CZ polymer line. Now, CZ, you gotta say it fancy. I really don't have a lot of thoughts on that because I hadn't shot a lot of them, hadn't had much trigger time with them. I shot a lot of their metal frame guns though. So I called Action Arms and I said, hey, I would like to get my hands on a P-O7. So within about a day or two, actually I think it was a day, I had one. And they hit me up, and so I went and picked it up, and here we go. What we're going to do with this, because I really want to give you guys a good answer, and I really want to find out what are my thoughts on this line. So we're going to bring in also a P10, because you guys get a lot of questions, ask me a lot about that. We're going to get a P10 in, and we're just going to run CZ polymer guns in our classes for a couple months. All my instructors are. Now, one of the things that, if you're not familiar with this, by the way, I want to say that it's a double ambidextrous decocker, double action, first shot, single action, second shot, so a DASA as we say. Now a lot of people like the double action, and you either love it or hate it usually. They like the double action because it has what they say is second strike capability. So if I do this, I get a click, the gun cycles, or the gun doesn't go off, I get a click. I can hit that trigger and drop that hammer a couple more times. Now that comes over from our revolver days. I don't see that as a bonus. I don't see that as a good practice to get into. If I do this and I get a click, I'm immediately going into my immediate action stuff, and I'm going to try to solve that problem. I don't see that as something to really practice and get into, but your mileage may vary, to each their own. But on the P-O7 and the P-O9, I noticed that the P-O9 seemed to have a more of a hump to get over with in relation to the trigger, and I don't know if that's just that particular gun. I don't know. But this is something that gets addressed a lot in these guns, and that's something from trigger springs and stuff. And Cajun Gunworks is kind of the go-to place for anything CZ. Their kit, you can send it down there, or you can order the kit. The kit's about $250. It's kind of expensive, so I went looking, again, not being that familiar with their polymer stuff, and I found M-Carbo, a company that makes a spring kit for these. It's $30. Now it's not identical in components to the Cajun Gunworks stuff, but it's $30. So I want to see what's a $30 trigger job on this versus a $250. Well, luckily for us, Mike Lukey, one of the 50 Tactical instructors, has this gun, and it's been Cajunized, as they say, and it's got their version of that kit in it. So the M-Carbo is ordered. It should be in here within the week. I will put a video up whenever I get into doing that and kind of installing that. And then we're going to take it and we're going to run them for a couple months in our classes and see. So I will shoot this side by side for an extended period of time with the Cajunized version of it. And then we'll report back, and I'll have some information, hopefully good, bad, or indifferent, that you guys can use for whatever. That's where we're going with this. Now I will also tell you that I'm taking the opportunity to put a set of sights that are somewhere in my pocket here. There we are. Been wanting to try these for a while. Normally I run Dawson Precision Chargers on everything. And I'm sticking with a blacked out rear and a front fiber optic. But these are the Frank Proctor Y-Notch sights. And I've been looking at these for a while. I think there's some, I like the science behind it. What these are is, like I said, fiber optic front. The rear notch, the size dimensions are intriguing to me. I think there's merit there. But the Y, at the rear sight channel, it's wide. So it's supposed to aid in some faster acquisition. Will it? I don't know. I don't know if I'll love it, hate it, or whatever. But I thought, why not put it on here, and we'll run that at the same time. Now, I will do a video separate of this, and there'll be a standalone review. But you'll also get that covered in here when we start working with the CZ in this particular series of videos. That's it, guys. We're putting a lot of stuff up on YouTube. If you're not over there, excuse me, if you're not over there and subscribe to us, make sure you do that. Always like and comment. Tell me what you think about firemen. You know, love them or hate them or whatever. And then share that stuff if you don't mind. And let's see, that's probably about all for now. You know the drill, my friends. Don't bend over and pick your wings up in front of a fireman, apparently. And stay deadly.